Meanwhile, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa is hosting French President Emmanuel Macron at the Union Buildings in Pretoria. This is Macron's first visit to South Africa since being elected as President of France. The two world leaders are likely to discuss a number of issues, including the pandemic. Macron and Ramaphosa will also visit the Vaccine Production Support Initiative for Africa at the University of Pretoria. A statement by the South African presidency on the meeting said that the visit aims to deepen bilateral cooperation between South Africa and France. Ramaphosa's office says that the leaders are also expected to discuss a temporary waiver of World Trade Organization property rights over coronavirus vaccines. The idea is being pushed by South Africa and India, which say that the waiver will spur vaccine production in developing countries especially. Sub-Saharan Africa has lagged behind when compared to the rest of the world when it comes to vaccination. Less than 2% of its population has been immunized 6 months after the campaign officially began across the world. Ramaphosa this month sounded the alarm about what he called vaccine apartheid between rich countries and poor ones. The meet also aims to deepen the understanding regarding multilateral and global issues of mutual concern, including the need for reform of the United States Security Council. The presidents will also discuss a framework of cooperation between Africa and the United Nations and its agencies in ensuring peace and security in the African continent. Macron will be arriving from Rwanda, where he aimed to mend the tense relations between the two sides. In his key speech in Rwanda, Macron acknowledged that France bears a heavy responsibility for the 1994 genocide in the Central African country. He added that only those who had survived the horrors can provide the gift of forgiveness.
Un génocide ne s'excuse pas.
A genocide is not forgivable. We live with it. And a sorry is not what is needed. Who am I to say it? My conviction is that with my responsibilities today, I owe ourselves one thing. That's to try to write down the truth as it appears today and to recognize our responsibility for what it is.
Je vous devais une chose, je nous devais une chose.
For more on this, WION's Calden Ongmu in Pretoria has been tracking all the updates on this story. Listen in to his latest updates.
South African President Cyril Ramaphosa is hosting French President Emmanuel Macron at the Union Buildings in Pretoria. This is Macron's first visit to South Africa after he became the French head of state in May 2017. A statement from the presidency has said that this visit will focus on issues pertaining to global response to COVID-19 and the economic, health, research and manufacturing responses to the current pandemic and beyond. The two heads of the state will also be holding a high-level seminar at the University of Pretoria, where they will meet with scientists and industry heads to discuss building capacity for vaccine manufacture. Now, this comes at a time when South Africa, alongside India, has been lobbying the World Trade Organization to suspend intellectual property rights for COVID-19 vaccine. South Africa has been hit the hardest by COVID-19 in the continent, and the government has been criticized heavily for the slow pace of vaccine rollout. South Africa is France's largest trading partner in Africa. This is Calden Ongmu from Pretoria, South Africa for WION World is One.
WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.